Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Sussex Saturday. I am VS Speaks Royally. I do hope you like the more update, a little longer intro. Hope you all are doing well. What a day, what a day. Prior to the live stream, Church Nelly and Gwen and I were chatting about all the rain that we're getting down here in the Carolinas. Church Nelly's ready to look for the the ark, and it's just sort of rained up maybe 2 hours ago here. It was drizzling for a little while, so I'm just waiting to see what I see and all that stuff. Lorna, I'm gonna star your comment and then I'm gonna come back to it. So hello, hello, hello. Hopefully you all have hit the like button as you came in. I like the feel of the little longer intro because it just gave more of a chance for everybody to come in and I can go through the comments because I like going through your comments. Little Max says, Miss Fias, we are getting snow in Maryland. Yeah, I'll keep it up above the border. I don't. Y'all have that. See, when I was born and raised in New Jersey, for those that don't know or can't tell by my beautiful Southern accent. um, so when storms would come up from the south, we knew um, beyond Virginia, yeah, we were going to get slammed. So I'm glad it didn't do anything major here. So hello, 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 hello. Hey, Mashar. um, yeah, Raphael, I hope you are feeling better. Um, maybe the stream will make you feel better. It won't be that long. I say that, but it's Sussex Saturday, so you know, it probably will be. Let me see. Toronto, no snow. Wow. Okay. Do you usually have a lot of snow by now, Lorna? Hada said it's raining here in GA. Yeah, so those of us down here, we're thankful that it's not anymore because you know how snow shuts down the entire South if it does fall. So, hey, Grace. And yeah, okay, Grace. Woo! Talking about go blue. No, 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 not here. All right, let me get over here to my disclaimer. Let's see. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. As I like to do each and every Sussex Saturday, read my favorite quote found on the Archewell site. Each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. So I just want the haters just soak in this picture because as much as y'all want to see them unhappy and sad, no. Okay. Um, out on the app formerly known as, just looking around to see what I can find. And this picture always gives everybody those feels of the one that actually served the two tours is the one that stands out amongst them because you refuse to allow him to wear a uniform. But I saw today someone said, looks like he's got a security detail. Of course, the real king. We know who that is, Harry. So thank you to that family for all that you have done to make sure that Harry and his lovely wife, Meghan, stand out and people love them even more. Thank you. The ugliness that you tried to really inflict upon them is coming back to you all by that one person in the family. Well, probably might be more than that, but by your dirty deeds and protecting that one with security, given the HRH, all that stuff, although he's not working, we see you. But continuing on, So, um, Tackle HIV gave a shout out, which I thought was very sweet. Um, Let me just take the banner down. I think the date can be seen in this. Yeah. So this was from December 31st of last year. It has been amazing to see the ongoing support Prince Harry has shown in challenging HIV stigma, from publicly taking an HIV test to supporting Garrett and our Tackle HIV campaign. He's helped break barriers and spread awareness about the virus. Impact, positive impact. Y'all can try all you want over there in that salty island, as some call it. It's bland, really. They don't, they don't season their food. Um, but as hard as you try, you shall fail, and others are seeing and giving the appropriate kudos. Mhm. So, hate him if you wish. Um, I had to remove, and I'll try to find my. Oh, did I remove that clip? Let me scroll down. Yeah, I had to remove it to get the new intro in because it was acting really crazy, but I might put it back in. So, um, Royal Suitor had shared this, and I wanted to share it also. The Solicitors Regulation Authority, which probably means nothing, but I'm just reading, is investigating Marcus Partington. Y'all like the tons on the end of the names over there. Paddington, Peggington. Okay, I'm just a former Mirror Group in-house solicitor named in the Prince Harry phone hacking judgment. The judgment stated Partington would have been aware of unlawful info gathering from 1999. 1999. Mhm. Okay. Just mhm. Everybody, we know the age that we know the year Harry was born, correct? And so y'all do like to mess with teens, don't you? Okay, I'm gonna move on because we're not in trash time yet. Just pen that. Okay. Invictus Games gave a shout out, and they just said to be a volunteer witnessing the Invictus Games and being able to help even a little has been one of the great privileges of my life, and that is so sweet. So, those of you who wish to be a volunteer, you can go out to the Invictus website and you'll find the information there. I just thought this was really awesome that they are sharing that information. Again, positive impact. So those who might be thinking of helping for Invictus 2025, you can see some of the stories of those who have volunteered and probably will again. I'm going to move into Squatty Corner. And so, Church Nelly, this is my olive branch, although we, discussed it yesterday, I believe it was. So this is my olive branch to you. Okay. Now, here's a Squatty PSA to those who are on the app formerly known as, but might be quick to reply to the crazies over there. So, squatties, just so you know, each time you interact with a blue check, you're helping to raise their profile and increase their potential income. I understand that some things to be debunked, but some crazies are best ignored. Exactly. Hit the three dots, go down where it says block, and then move on. Take your screenshot and then move on. Don't engage. So that's the PSA. The blue checks on the app formerly known as, when they're talking out their behinds, just keep on moving. They're the dum dums paying $5 a month or whatever it is to have that blue check to feel important. All right. There's channel merch. Nightbot drops a link. There's regular merch as well as trash time merch. So get your merch while you can. And Annie already got some, and Church Nelly, as we understand, got some too. Mm, My thanks to you all. So pre-trash time. I see there's almost 100 comments, so I'm going to go through the few items that are here. One that kind of leads us right into trash time, but I'm not even. So I saw this out here. Um, Gina Torres is going to be presenting at the Golden Globes tomorrow. I suggest that we all kind of tune into the Golden Globes because I did see a picture of two other castmates that were listed. Um, yeah, if the Golden Globes pulls the rabbit out of the hat that most squatties are hoping for, yeah, y'all better tune in and just keep your eye glued or recorded or whatever. So at least if it does happen, then that would be awesome. Why not? She's free. She can do what she wants. And why not? Those are her friends. Those are her family. People that understand the word of protecting and caring for people. All right, let me move on. I saw this picture. We probably have all seen this picture. It's from 2022, September. Y'all know what happened in September of 2022. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. But today, this picture hit differently because if one doesn't, if one that you can't see, I'll just put it out there, if you can't see, isn't careful, this will be future walkabout when, KC3 kicks it. This was very telling to me. Mhm. Woo. All right. Let me scroll up into the comments and just check out some of the comments before we hit trash time. Let me see. Whew. All right. Oh, look at you, Lottie. I'm going to make a pot of chicken soup. Oh, homemade chicken soup. That's probably something that Connie needs, some good homemade soup. Mrs. S., if I never, ever saw snow again, I would be one happy. Well, geez. Woo. Hey, Tier. Okay, so y'all know I just scream out names, so y'all know how it is. Patricia, y'all are expected to get snow. Bless y'all. Bless y'all. Let's see, Lorna. Yes, we have known by December 25th. This is unusual. People are starting to get worried for another bad forest fire. Say, so that's how it kind of works. Well, I mean, and I forgot to bring the screenshot over, so my forgiveness. So for those that are in Cali, I saw about the earthquake that occurred yesterday. Someone mentioned it. Was that what you, Mrs. S, that mentioned it during the live stream? And then I saw a headline after I ended the live stream and was just like, oh, I mean, most of them say the 4 point whatever is nothing, but I felt a 2.0 here, and that was not pretty. And so I don't ever want to feel another one again. It's unsettling feeling. So Little Mac, he looks like the king surrounded by aging guards. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Hattie says, with the weather here in Georgia changing constantly, my sinuses have been acting up, but today is a good day, thank the Lord. Yeah, well, hopefully it's washing away all the allergens or whatever else they might put in the air. Okay, moving on. Lorna, yes. I think I read this one and then I scrolled up. Bum, bum, bum. Coming down, coming. Hey, Alma, how are you? I hope you are feeling good. Rosanna, how are you? Happy Sabbath to you. She's saying Happy New Year to you all and Happy Sabbath to you all. Let me see. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Church Nelly says, I'm volunteering to be Nacho's masseuse. I'm sure you're going to get daily ones like a certain Prince was getting from people. Well, with Epi, that's all I'm going to say because I'm not, Mm, 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 mm. Oh, thank you, Church Nelly, for dropping the link. Yes. Let me see. Carolyn says, Harry is sticking it to them. They F around now and they're finding out. Yes. Although you did put the extra F in there. I'm just Okay, Carolyn, I see you. He told them to leave them alone. He's been saying for years to leave him alone. Now with his wife, who he loves beyond life, um, and his children. Yeah, please. Okay. Church Nelly says, "Why the peace offering?" Thanks for the nacho pick, though. I was joking. I know you were joking, but you know how that family is always offering olive branches, and your comments that you make about those olive branches. I was just like, you know what, this is going to be my olive branch. But yeah, no, I know you weren't mad. I wasn't either. It's just, oh my, woo. Church Nelly caught it. Wow, where's Kate in that picture? Yeah, exactly. That angle just hit me differently when I saw, oh, this is future walkabouts. Okay. And that's the energy that she brought, and she's really not, the protected one. Although we're going to see something very interesting in Trash Time, I might say. Lottie, Harry, and Meghan might just be at the Golden Globes. One never knows. It might be her own outing. He might be there with her. Who knows? And then they may not be there at all, but um, she would be there to support her fam because the Suits family. I mean, they became family. So let's see. Yes, feel better, Connie. If if I was a cook, I would send you some soup. And over here, growing up, well, there were many home remedies, but homemade chicken soup was just hit just right. Hey, CR, how are you? I do hope the Sussexes attend the Golden Globes tomorrow. Oh, their ratings are going to go through the roof only because Squad's probably going to be tuned in. Yeah. Hattie, 22 months. Thank you for such a long time of hitching your wagon to mine, and it's just wonderful. Wow, another month with VS. Oh, and another month with you. Thank you so much. Let me see. Connie is saying, Mrs. S, we have too much snow in the mountains now, but we expect snow again, especially in April. Oh, okay. Mm-mm. Lorna, if we don't get snow and have another bad forest fire season, watch out in New York and Chicago for the smoke. Oh gosh, I remember that. We were like, how? Just go with it, right? Churchinelli says, well, South Carolina is about to be called Atlantis with all the damn rain. um, I don't think you would mind if someone like Aquaman jumped out the water, would you? Okay, I'm just saying. Hey, Mamo, how are you? Alma says, Miss VS, that quake felt like my house was sitting on a fault. Things fell off my mantle. No fun. See? Mm-mm. I'm always checking on my cousins that live out there, and then they're usually like, ha ha, it was nothing. Oh, okay, you say that. Hopefully, now we know. I guess we shouldn't be surprised by that, only because I know none of this has anything to do with Harry and Meghan, but y'all just go along with me because of what happened in Japan. And so now it's just kind of following along. If you get what I'm saying, Japan, now California. And if any of you saw the movie 2012, yeah, okay. Gwendolyn, those idiots don't have a clue that Harry was such a brilliant man. He still is, yes. Hey, the Bud Files, how are you? All right, let me scan. Let me get into trash time because Hattie Church and LVS is offering you eye candy instead of olive branches. Much better, huh? Church Lady's like, yes, indeed, Hattie. See, we know her weakness. Hey, Leslie F. Dolores, you said we're getting rain. Yeah, so I'm all cool. Sis Hilda, how are you, sis? How are you? To you. Good to see you drop down. Oh. Uh-oh, Connie, what's going on here? I'm feeling so dizzy. Went to the doctor. All is good, but my head's spinning in pauses. Is it your what is it? Like your equilibrium, but you don't have an ear infection? I can't think of what. You know when your balance is thrown off, but I can't think of what the condition is called. Anyway, hopefully the doctor does a little bit more digging around, no pun, to just make sure. Yeah. Churchill said, if Nacho, Boris, Kojo were Aquaman via. Oh my gosh. You don't like the current, you know. Aquaman. Alma, thank you so very much. And I have to get to Lorna's comment that I did star. So let me come down and thank you for the love drop on me. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you again, Alma. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, before we get into trash time, I do want to highlight this because so it's just asking, has anyone heard from Terrell of Terrellism? He has not posted a month. So if anybody has that answer, just drop it on down for Lorna. And there you go. Church Nelly, thank you, Vertigo. It does sound like that. And, it's not fun, but the doctors need to do a little bit more digging. Connie, no ear infection at all, just unsteady at times. Okay. We're not going to diagnose, but just knowing different situations, just ask your doctor to do a lot more. I don't know if you have over there, CAT scans, MRIs, that type of stuff, but a little physical is not doing the trick. And tell them the squad is like, do better, doctor. Okay. Church Nelly, because we love our Connie Bomber. All right. All right. Church Nelly says Lorna Terrell posted when Harry won his case, not since then, though. Mm. Gwendolyn says Connie B. That's a bad feeling. Can't stay. Yeah, it's rough. Hey, Educate, how you doing? All right, cookies cream. I think I said hello to you early, but okay. Brenda, how you doing? Let me get into trash time and cut it out over here. Okay, let me come up here. Let me go down here. Um, if all hearts and minds are prepared and ready to go, let's roll. It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. Okay, so trending. I wasn't surprised that I saw this. So let me just go out and look again because, the trending can change up quite a bit just depending on how much people are. Oh, no, it's about 11,400 comments. So yesterday, this was the trend. Now, the Queen, I was like, my gosh, okay, go under. And it's just the typical stuff that between squatties, derangers, the Queen, and all that. Yeah, abolish the monarchy. Today, royal family is trending. That number hasn't changed. It just went over to the app formerly known as to look again. But what they're trending for. Okay, moving along. Now, as I begin this, just remember how the PSA went out to squatties like, don't link up the two. So I even feel some kind of way of even discussing that certain prince. But in trash time, that's where he deserves to be, not linking him in, his name in, nowhere to be found on a title, etc. But squatties are out here shutting down derangers. So this is from March last year. And we do remember the whole quote eviction BS stuff. Well, headlines William and Kate would prefer Randy A as a neighbor over Harry and Meghan, claims royal commentator. They probably don't want Harry and Meghan as their near neighbors, said whoever that is. But of course, he's quite. And they uphold what to me is such a oxymoron to call it supremacy. But okay, because they're all jackasses. I saw this out on the app, of course. Prince Andrew has King Charles' full support over epi allegations. Not allegations. It's not allegations. This was taken from court documents. So, not allegations. Okay, so let's get the headlines correct. He settled a lawsuit. That's not an allegation. Okay. Now, this is from this year, so I'm just here. All right. So, I do want to give a shout out to Space. I saw this as I was playing that one game that I do when Temu commercials or, ads are there. And I thought of him when I saw, oh, men's mullet. So, Space, you want to cover up that head? And, men's hair club just isn't going to work for you. Here you go. Get a mullet. You want to come over into the U.S., them Southerners, I love you to death. Okay. Woo. Look at the date of this article. Okay, so I'm not sure. Well, let me just shut up because I was going to say something. Whew, we are in trash time, but let me read As she turns 42, is the king about to give Kate a promotion? And could William and Kate be handing out their own royal warrants to favorites like Luluman before too long? Dot, dot, dot. So, Ari just seems to be gushing over Kate. Wouldn't William also get a promotion? Like, I'm not sure why would Kate not get a promotion? Is she not part of that order with the robes and the feathers and all that stuff? She's not part of that order because I thought the queen I thought the queen had given her whatever that was. It was part of an order that was like she's an honored member of the family or something. That's because she pushed out through kids, but nevertheless, okay. So Luluman, you might ask, because squatties have the receipts right next to these articles. Luluman founder slams company's whole diversity and inclusion thing. I didn't even know who it was, but thankfully they put yoga wear maker. Oh, I thought yoga was like, like the avocados when it comes down to, but then again, that's just when it involves Meghan. Okay. So you don't like diversity and inclusion. We see y'all. We see y'all. Um, for the next one's trigger warning. I'm just giving you a heads up. Prepare yourselves. GBN, get your lives. Stop trying to whine and cry over, Archie or Lilibet. That's not their way back. So this headline says Archie and Lilibet are Harry and Meghan's way back into royal family, claims expert, which is the crazy-eyed heifer, because that was the word that was going to flow out, that's pictured, who thinks that she can put her face, transpose her face over Meghan's on their engagement picture, and like, child, she needs mental help quickly. But Archie and Lilibet are Meghan and Harry's way back into royal family. That sounds very creepy, number one, especially all that's going on right now with Randy A. No, they're not there. They're not the way back in. They didn't care about those children prior to their birth. And then once they were born, you evict, that's the word y'all like to use, took back the house that the queen had given them as a gift. Yeah. Lulu for Cocoa Puffs, because you are out there. I don't know what the weed is. And it looks like weed behind her head in that picture, but nevertheless, this Ranger felt the need to reply back to a squatty and include these pictures. So the one that shows Meghan, that's a video when they have all these different clips of her, and it started moving, and I was like, what the hell is this? So just looking, because the, squatty was talking about, that person, and then they had to say birds of the same feather flock together. And so there is this one picture down here that says, Epi's yacht, and it shows Epi and the back of a female, and they're claiming that's Meghan. I'm like, wrong, wrong, wrong. See the blue check? Now, I just took the screenshot. I looked to see the bigger pictures. Like, yeah, Harry with his arm on Nacho and Nacho on his. Have y'all not watched the polo matches at the end, and they're laughing and talking, coming in, laughing and talking when they leave? And then you take one and then you put where Harry greets somebody, and then it's like, oh yeah, like, come on now. I want everyone to get their calculators out. Now, I probably should have covered this a little bit, but it's a troll. So everyone put in 1984. Now, this is why squatties need to be careful, because the Rangers are trying to tie them all together, and that's not going to happen. So if you think Randy A was the only one being protected, just wait till you see how much the royal family covered up Harry's degenerate behavior. Now, the groping, sexual abuse, and battery of prostitutes. Now, if I was that female, I would sue you for putting my picture in with that word. So, just saying that Randy A and Harry are cut from the same cloth. Image from 2003. You can tell that's a young Harry, number one. Thankfully, the banner's covering up some of what. But I like how they just ignore that the future king is in the back. And that's not cosplay back there. With a drink in his hand. And he looks 5 shades to the wind. Okay. But no, Harry and Andy. No, not cut from the same cloth, because Harry's a grown man now. You would have to take the actions of Harry now to what his uncle was doing at the same age. 2 completely different paths and actions, etc. So, yeah, red wedding. Lady in Black. The list gets longer by the moment. Lady in Black. So, I'm just going to come back up here. Jump in the comments with you all. What time is it? Okay, we're doing good. Sussex Saturday, I'll give a little extra time. There's over 100 comments. See, Mac. Let me see. I'm just going to, hey, Sam. Oh, thank you, Sam. As I'm scrolling past, I see you dropped a little love on me. Let me see. Oh, my gosh, Church Nelly. We concur. I never want to see another hospital unless nachos. But we agree. We don't want you to see any more either. Alma says hi. All squatties I've missed saying hello to. That's so sweet. Hey, Sam, and thank you so much for the love that you dropped. Happy New Year to you. This is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah, that's so sweet of you. Sam's a UKer too. Great channel. You like train spotting. You will enjoy his vlogs. He shows us around. Hmm. Let me see. Traditionally, well, the British monarchy always wanted to be popular. Now they are for. Mhm, mhm. Patty, Mrs. S. I hope by now they know where to keep their olive branches. I hope they know where to stick them. Whoa. All right. Let me. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, I'm gonna be careful with some of my stuff. Let me see. Little Mac would not have been surprised if KC3 was on the list. Was there any mention of his code? Ooh. Mhm, mhm. I don't think so. Wasn't checking for him. Yeah. Church Nelly said, Lord, not the mullet wig. Hey, anything's better. I mean, if he wants to just blend in, that's usually his demographic that would probably, you know, love him. Woo. Okay, let me. mm, mm, mm. I have got to behave myself, y'all. Hey, Prudence. Hi, everyone. I'm sorry if I'm just kind of blurting names out here and there. Let me see. Cookies and cream. Gwendolyn, I agree with you. Those silly jackasses are too arrogant to leave them alone. That's exactly why they're in this mess. Their stupidity keep overplaying their hand. Yeah, they overplay their hand, um, and they just keep telling on themselves over and over again. Little Mac, the owner of Lululemon, is very racist. He said he named the company because Japanese people have problems pronouncing L, and he likes seeing them. Oh my lord. Well, then, yeah, them handing him an award would just truly, yeah, there's no way they're not going to say they're not. I'm a robes and feathers, haha. Y'all, but you know what I was talking about. You knew what I was talking about. Yeah, Church Nelly is like, Little Mac, what? No, he didn't. Yeah, what the hell? Yeah. But receipts, the Sussex detective agency that all of us are part of. Yeah. Protestants, they've been getting away with their evil doings for a long time. They don't know that it is going to catch up with them. Yes. Big, big, big time. Hey, Ann, how are you? Let me see. Churchill, the Sussexes do not use their kids. Boom, mic drop. That's it. Um, but if that family wanted nothing to do with the children, you know, prior to being born, they were scared of what they were concerned and scared, my word, scared that they were going to be a little more browner than Meghan. And so, they really didn't want nothing to do. Oh, now that we see, especially Lilibet, her golden reddish locks. Now y'all want to come and y'all want them back. No, go F off. Okay. They want their parents, you ain't getting the kids. Let's move on. Denise, whatever Megan has, they want WME so badly. Marsha, Megan. Well, they claim that, WME had kicked Megan to the curb. Now, you know damn well that was I don't even know why they attempted to push that lie. Okay. I still believe that Ari made a call or two somewhere because that correction came. Yeah. Little Mac Churchland, yes, he did. He also said his stuff is not for everyone, like thick women who thighs rub. This guy is definitely, yeah, space and cosplays type in probably more ways than one. Amma said, like, who in the hell cares about the way back and using their children whom they protect? Right. They're not trying to go back. Do they understand? They try every little thing. They really. We know who they want back, and his name does not start with an M, an A, or an L. Okay. I see that. Let's see. TBTB, that Mac Woman looks like a demon with the spider eyes and her teeth look sharpened to me. Well, you are seeing her clearly. I can see clearly now. Mhm. Church Nelly, what? Trying to tie Megan to Epi? Oh, hell. Yeah, that. Yes. In fact, that one screenshot that I showed on the king, you know, standing with Randy Andy in a sense. So when I showed this particular um, screenshot, it was from an account that had Megan in the hashtag. I immediately took that, I saved this screenshot and then blocked the person. I don't give F who you are, because they had hashtag Megan and then they had, Megan's full name and hashtag Prince Harry, as well as, Andrew and all that. You can discuss Randy Andy separately without, okay. So yeah, they are trying to do just what you said here, Church Nelly. Yep, that's what they're trying to do. Of course, deflect away from what is the real problem. But um, I look at it this way, and many of us have said it before. If Randy Andy had nothing to hide, he would have met with the FBI. Plain and simple. What's the harm in meeting with a government agency from the US if you have nothing to hide and you're not guilty of any crime? Mhm. And then you go and settle a lawsuit with somebody you claim you didn't know, but you're all in pictures with her. Nevertheless, moving on. Okay. Cookies and cream, the unroyals and their racist thugs will never have any access to the Sussex's children to exploit and use them for their personal gain, because that's exactly what they would do, is use them to be the scapegoats to those three of space and cosplay who are seeing how their parents are, what their parents are doing, the shenanigans, and will follow suit, because the heir to the heir is being taught and raised with that whole, the world is yours. Everyone else, including your siblings, you can just step all over. Sorry, I had to cough. Woo! All right. Oh Lord, Kuja just put her head up. Please don't. Okay, she's chilled. C Mac, whoops, got distracted over in the app. Collecting receipts from known apologists, Rolodex, and see what I mean? That's what can happen. When I get over there, I have to give myself a 2-hour window before the live stream, because otherwise I will either have the clock will run out and then I'm like, oh, I haven't even gotten them over here. I have so much stuff on my phone that my storage is out and it's telling me, sorry, can't do. So, yeah, I had to send to another email and try to get it over. But C-Mac, you're never late. You're over there in the thick of things. Yeah, they've always tried. You know how they deflect. So they'll always show that uniform that Harry wore to that. Yeah. And to be like, how can they love Harry? I saw someone say this, paraphrasing, like, how can, you know, the Sugars love Harry so much, but yet this was him because he's a different person. That wasn't his daily attire. Um, I don't know. People are just so crazy. See, Mac, and who is in the back there with a little sippy sip? Exactly. See, you saw it too, because that's where my eye went. Like I had to look to see what she was talking about in the Okay. Um, you're saying that picture's from 2003. He would be 19 years old. I'm guessing at that time, had Vegas occurred? Had that Vegas trip happened? Was that in Vegas? Who knows? I don't even remember the age Harry was during the infamous Vegas trip. But again, in our youth, we do crazy and silly things, and they want to make a big to do out of that. Sorry, not so much. Not so much. And then having to call people, like Harry really had to go to the ladies of the night, so to speak. Come on now. Church Nelly's like, Lord, come and do your thing. Yes. Oh, Lady in Black's gonna get them all. Gwendolyn says, I'm absolutely sick of this crazy ass woman. She's a sicko who needs to disappear. Yeah. Go have her own family, get her own man, number one, have her own family, children, whatever, and then just chill all the way out. Although, that karma would be that somebody starts doing that to her. So then she would get a good feel. And she would be all over, I can see it now, all over social media, whining and crying for squatties to just drop down and be like, well, didn't you do the same thing to Meghan? Okay, so you really need to just shut up and accept it or apologize, and maybe then things will ease up a little bit. They like to run and cry and hide and claim their eyelashes have fallen off or eyebrows and all the other stuff, especially if they still pencil their eyebrows in. Let me. Marsha, I knew it was a matter of time before they would try to drag Harry into some kind of debauchery. Where's the pic of Willie having his hand holding the boob of a darkest looking chick? Ooh, Harry's no cover for Andy. Thank you. See, I knew. Marsha, y'all squatties are going to let it be known not today or any other day. So this is why it was important for real squatties to stand down. Don't even twist it together, although you're trying to say, oh, but you see what the derangers are up to. And if you even had a hint of being a squatty, and I see especially a hashtag that you're using to, because that's what I'll search on when I go over to the app formerly known as. And I'm like, what? Why is this coming up with under her name? And then I looked, I'm like, oh, okay, block, because there's no reason for that. Let me see. Dolores, in that picture with Harry, we see the other brother holding a drink with one hand. Where's the other? Child, don't ask those questions. Dolores. That's what I was like. Oh, look at, oh, you. And I actually said, talking to myself that I normally do anyway as I'm preparing stuff. Oh, so you want to ignore the person in the background. Show me the pictures of him doing, because yeah, he said looked like he was 5 shades to the wind, so ain't no telling what he was doing. But oh, yes, Lottie, she's a sick person. She really want Harry. Ain't never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Mm-mm. Black Queen, how are you? Let me see. Marshar is saying, I think there's a pic of Chuck and EpiPen together, but I'm not sure it's real. EpiPen was pictured sitting on the thrones, so anything is possible. Chuck with friends with, yeah, see, now I did see those pictures because Squatties immediately replied to the one that someone was trying to shame and slam Meghan and Harry. Y'all need to give up on the yacht thing. Let me just say to the derangers that are hanging out in the clouds, hello to you all. Thanks for hate watching and listening. Um, she was not the yacht girl. Your fave is, or was, I should say. But she does like to hang out on yachts and then get snapped topless, and then they sued for that. But we all know about that. Oh, let me see. Lottie said both of those kids looked white to me. Hence why they want them back now. You know how they say, "Oh, we were wrong. We were wrong." Yeah, they're always wrong. That family's always wrong. Marshall says, "Black Queen." Yep. Every time they tried it against Harry and Meghan, it always blows up in their faces. Mhm. Yep. It always blows up in their faces. Mhm. And how apropos in one aspect. Today, yeah, we know what January 6th means in this country. It's not just any old ordinary day anymore, thanks to a whole bunch of. Let me shut up. Okay. Black Queen says, Marshall, this is a time for H&M to sue anyone who tried to drag them into this shit show, period. Yeah. I think they're going to truly look to see, of course you have to look to see what is being said and did actual slander and defamation happen. So, like that troll, they know better than to put that. I mean, if they put that in some blog or that had a huge following, yeah, they would be in some serious trouble. Little Mac, a $12 million payment is not a sign of innocence. Or whatever the amount is, yes. And I give it to Virginia because she never took her foot off the gas pedal and she still hasn't. So yeah. Gwendolyn. Marsha says Gwendolyn, yep, but those perverts are rats who throw each other under the bus when a spotlight is shown on them. I can't wait until that happens. Well, I'm just reading a comment. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let me see. Connie Balmer. Our Meg? Absolutely not. Not in this life or the next. Book. The Rangers, yeah. They're Looney Toonies. Church Deli. Connie Balmer. I'm shocked, clutching my fake pearls right now. Yeah. That whole thing, I mean, go into the court of law and say, this is my evidence that this is that woman right there. Where's the picture of her from the front? Because from behind, that could be anybody. Didn't really have a great shape. So I'm just going to leave that alone because, okay. We've seen her in her yoga out, when she's working out. Prudence. That's what they want, Black Queen. They want them to not have any money, so they keep coming up with their BS. That ship sailed a long time ago. In 2 days, it will be 4 years from the announcement of their departure. And oh, yes, Sussex Monday will be epic. Connie Balmer. Nellie am pissed with these mad derangers. I think all of us are, but you just have to. There, thank you. Gwendolyn says Harry saw Meghan's picture and was done. Everyone else disappeared. The fact that I love that he was so open with that, um, that he pondered and just kept looking at that clip, that Snapchat over and over, and just finally said to the friend, "Hey, who is that?" And then was a little taken back when he realized that I think it was 6 other gentlemen had reached out to find out who was with in the video, that Snapchat. While they treated everything to bring down Meghan, they even said that she was on Eastern Island, but no one saw her there. Oh, yeah. There's logs, um, as most people know, with especially private planes. And let me say this, and then I'm going to probably put a kibosh on any more epi discussion unless something big happens that a certain prince gets arrested. Um, that's over on Salty Island, protected by his brother who sits on the throne. Okay, so y'all know specifically who I'm referring to. These 900 pages are being scoured up and down, so no surprise again that certain prince was name is found and all that other stuff. Now, there's logs of who's visiting. There's logs of the activities, madams keep little black books and even pimps. So come on now. We know. I wouldn't be surprised if there's not video because what Epi was doing, he had to protect himself down the road, so to speak. So yeah, I think there was a lot that was going to come out. CR, even if Harry went to Ladies of the Night, they're consenting adults. Trafficked victims, whether adult or children, cannot consent. That part. The trolls don't think of that. Again, he was 19. Randy A was a grown man, having his children and married and all that stuff, running with his buddy and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So it's a false equivalent, like they're talking apples and oranges. So anyway, Lottie says Harry was doing what all teens do, getting all that he could after all it was free. Okay. Now, okay, we already read Spare. We know, behind the pub. Okay. And then that idiot want to come out and be like, I'm the one. I'm the one. Like, woman, really? You want to be known for that? Cheap A? Okay, let me. Churchill, didn't that crazy bee put her? Yes, that's the one that put her face on Megan's. Yes, that's her. Mhm. Now she's talking about their children. Go take a leap. Oh, Churchnelli asked a very interesting question. Where's PM? Why is he so quiet? He was on Maxwell's and Epi. Oh, he was their friend. Yeah. Was he on that island? Oh, I'm sure. I know. Well, the one actor that was pictured sitting on the throne that had an SA case at that he won. He wasn't found guilty of SA, and it's so much happening. Like they make it seem like that throne is so sacred, but everybody and their mother that was white had their arse on it and took pictures, and it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, okay. Heaven, heaven forbid if Meghan, Lord TB. Mhm. Um, I just, yeah. TB. There are a lot of famous people who go to functions that other famous people go to. They put too much trust, not knowing who is sick. Well, that too. Um, yeah, that too. I'm just going. The proof is in the pudding, as I don't even get that saying, but that's the saying. Excuse me, I took a sip of my tea. Churchinelli, the British media monarchy are like deranged exes. They're stalkers. Harry don't want to be your prince. Deal with it and move the hell on. Exactly. Exactly. Now, in not stripping them back when they decided to walk away, which would have made no sense, and everybody would have been, it would have affected everyone else down the line, so including that particular person. Would have went back to Game of Thrones times when the king can just willed and do whatever, or the monarch could do whatever, and that's just not the case all the time. So, Marshall Black Queen, yep. And we all know that if Harry and Meghan lawyers have to make a statement, that's when the ish was about to hit the fan. Yes, goodness. Whenever they do, the offender shuts up. They know not to mess with Harry and Meghan for real, yeah, because that cease and desist was sent, and they know that is we're not playing, and you will put out a retraction. And I do believe Ari did the same thing because, yeah, Gwendolyn, Megan has too much class and dignity for that nonsense. Now, clueless, vindictive Kate, that's another matter. Well, I mean, there are pictures of her all over the place. Now, if Megan's on a yacht, she was with friends, etc., not working as they try to imply, and in the manner in which they're trying to imply she was working. Okay, just saying. That family, and I've said it on so many different lives, did so much digging into Megan's background, and unfortunately for Space, he found nothing. She was clean as a whistle and she didn't want nothing to do with you. Too bad that finger didn't touch you upside your head. You know how people, when they jab their finger and it's knocking yeah, you know. Mm, 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 mm. Let me see. Denise, how you doing? Isn't Charles supposed to be the head of the church and he's hanging out with Says and his brother, the P with the well? There was, I think it was a bishop within the church. I don't know. I saw the screenshot. Somebody that, well, let me just say, Charles was very close to a couple of folks that were, it was well known and they were highly protected because of who their association was. So, yeah. Alma said, Pettigrew's lies got all twisted pizza. That is for sure. Let me look at that. Ooh, we're just over an hour. Okay, I'm gonna read the next two and then I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. Lorna says the day that Epi was convicted of and was publicly labeled a offender, there is no excuse to be in his company and saying you didn't know. Exactly. It was every headline across the world. Come on now, because the rich and famous that knew they had rubbed elbows or were clients. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah. Um, TBTB, Denise, Charlie is the head of a church. Henry the Eighth created. Just saying, yeah, ain't that much sacredness in the world. Okay, now I want to thank you all for joining. I hope you enjoyed this Sussex Saturday. I so appreciate you all for being here. If you're able to share out, please do. Scream the word out about VS Speaks Royally, so people can hang out. I will be scheduling up live streams for the upcoming week. you know, that time I scheduled out almost a week and a half, it sent someone over the edge. So um, I like to set the reminders. I'd like to set my live streams up earlier. So notifications will be coming. I look forward to talking with y'all soon. And we have to keep up with, sending out the prayers of the judge in the um, the Farkles. I have to really think before I speak out that. The Farkles half sibling lawsuit will be dropped and we can move on to life and celebrate even harder. So I'm going to put up my outro. Love you all. Please be safe out there and we will chat soon and I will see you all in all the different YouTube hallways that I always cross your paths in. Love you all. Bye.